Snowflake showing who's boss. He's putting up a good fight.
Yeah. Y'all are messy eaters too. Dropping it all on the ground. You're drooling, buddy. You're drooling.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Have you ever been fired by a doctor as a patient? Well, that's happened to Kimberly, so now we are on our way, getting prepared to travel halfway across the country, leaving out tomorrow to see if we can find some answers from a new doctor. That's right, we'll tell you a little bit more about what happened with that later, but before we do that, we have a lot of preparations to make because this is going to be the longest we've been away from the farm and the girls probably ever in our life. On a trip, so we've got a lot of prep to do to make things easy for them to take care of all the animals while we're gone. Well, if you look at this little guy here, he has found his way out the other pen, so we're probably just going to stick him in here because, like I said, since we've got the other boys in there, it's not really going to matter because everything that's important should already be bred. So we're going to get them some feed so they'll quieten down because they are some noisy little rascals.
Yeah, they think they're starving.
Yeah, we're going to get them some feed just to quieten them down. Then I'm going to put out some hay for everybody. We're going to go fill up pig feeders, get all that stuff cleaned up. Because like I said, it takes a lot of prep to get ready to leave the farm for any length of time. And whenever it's a really long time, it's even more.
Yeah, that's the crazy part is just how long we're going to actually be gone this time.
Y'all back up, y'all back up, y'all back up, y'all back up, y'all back up. Rascal, you get back. Y'all back up, back up, back up, back up. Y'all act like y'all didn't just have this yesterday.
I know.
We're going to scrub out that water.
Yeah.
Or spray it out. Goodness.
Rose, really? How?
I don't know. Here, I'm getting y'all some more. I just had to get y'all out of the way so I could.
Well, he's being nice because you're bringing food.
Yeah.
All right, Boot. You're not getting this way, sweetie.
Okay, now we will try again.
All right, open it.
Yeah, just open it. Push it open. Yep. All the way.
Come on, Boot man. Come on.
Come on, buddy.
Not this way. Come on. Come on. He doesn't know about going in that fence.
If we have to run him past this fence over here, and we can open the gate out, and he'll see the path to go in. Shoo him on. Shoo him. Okay, stop. Now pull the gate out. Open it. Yeah. Now open it, and then let's try this again. Stand back a little bit. I'll see if I can get him to go that way. Just stand still, so he'll go. You want feed? You keep that up, you'll be going to the sale.
I know.
Keep him coming, just down the fence line.
Nope.
Keep him coming. There, he
Seriously?
saw the hole. Yeah.
Seriously?
Well, he was just going too fast every time he went by the hole. We're still sticking with the new feed because they seem to be eating it okay.
They're excited.
We are going to have to upgrade their water pan because they're getting bigger now and they're starting to dump it every day and it's just not enough. So we're going to put a bigger one in here after we get it cleaned up.
Yeah, and sometimes they flip it right after you put it in, so that's an extra challenge.
Yeah.
Those 50-pound bags?
Do what?
Are those 50-pound bags?
Yes.
So 100 pounds of feed?
Well, I got one more I'm going to put in it too. Give 150 and that should last it while we're gone.
Yeah.
Based on what they've been eating. If they eat significantly more, then we got some other feed to make it until we get back. But this should do it.
I can definitely tell they're getting bigger.
Yes, yeah, this feed's definitely helping. I can notice a difference too. Like I said, still not big as Dutch's, but a lot bigger than what they were. Pigs still love their grass treats from the girls, which when we get back, that's going to be one of the projects we work on, is expanding their pen.
Yeah.
So like I said, they've been doing fine in this, and pigs don't actually need just a ton of room because they mainly just eat the feed you give them, but they like to eat a lot of grass and stuff, so we'll probably expand it to where they can till up some more of this ground. Okay, and then you can see this feeder would probably hold maybe 2 more bags, but that'd be pretty tight, but I think it'd hold 2 more, so we can keep that in mind, that 5 bags to fill it all the way up.
Yeah. But they're definitely doing well with this feeder. I'm really impressed with how quick they picked it up and how much they enjoy it. But they definitely are very partial to human attention, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's the little water we've been using.
Yeah, and they get it nasty every day.
Every day. So, we've got the alternative. Yeah. Oh, they're excited about that water.
Yeah, I made them a mud hole the other day, but it didn't last very long.
Well, it's been hot. And I mean, who knew that 2 days after Christmas, it was going to be in the 70s.
Hey, so you go in there and pull that over some? Like on that flat spot, since
Really,
that's a lot
guys?
bigger?
I
It's
mean,
probably just going to be nasty this time. Because like I said, they dumped their other one earlier this morning, and since I knew we were bringing this in, I didn't see any point in filling it back up, but it is kind of warm.
yeah. They just want something to play in, I think.
Well, they're drinking like crazy.
That's the only thing, though, is it's gonna be like Hulk with his little mud container.
You like that water on your back? Nice and hot? But yeah, I did like a little mud hole over here. I didn't want to flood their little house, but
Yeah.
I let it run to cool off some of this dirt. But like I said, I just don't want to get it wet right by the fence or they'll start digging out. Because they've already got right around the edges getting the grass.
Yeah.
There you go. You can set it down in there if you want. Or you want to hold it? I can't think of what this stuff smells like, but it's got a funny smell to it. Maybe like calf milk, almost.
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly
So
what
maybe
it smells
that's why they like it so much. I don't know, but okay, that'll work.
Kink in this hose.
Huh? Yeah, I mean, they're nice because they're cheap from Harbor Freight, but I like those black ones that we spent more money on better. They're more limber and you don't have to worry about them getting stiff in the cold weather either.
Boot and Colton reunited.
Yeah. Trying to figure out who's boss.
He's not used to.
He's putting up a good fight.
Yeah. He's feisty.
Yeah. You better leave her alone. She's bigger than you.
Snowflake, is he bothering you?
He's trying. Rose will straighten him out.
Maybe. He is feisty for such a little guy.
I know.
It is funny watching him. Well, they're waiting. Every day, anytime you come out here, they're all by the fence. He's headed in to go dump out their water so we can clean it and refill it.
Yeah, this used to be Hulk's tub when he was down here, and we just never really cleaned it out before because it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
Because they had the big tank of water, but I'm fixing to just clean all this out.
Yeah. Look at those emus.
Yeah. They love water on a hot day.
I guess y'all are hot. Huh?
And maybe they've been laying in this swamp. It's so nasty.
I'm wondering. It's gross. Well, they're going to have a heyday with this one. They don't know what to think about that.
I'll let this fill up, and I'm going to come out and I'll feed them over there.
All right. Yeah, they're sitting there like, so are you going to feed us or what?
And what I've started doing is filling up these feeders first.
Yeah.
to keep the emus back.
Makes a difference.
And even though there's less, I'm just filling them all up and then they can go eat what they want.
Yeah, leave the others alone a little bit. Everybody finally realized that there's feed.
Yeah, they usually start over there, but it's easy enough to get them to come back. And so far, we still haven't found any eggs, but still hopeful.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is gonna be their last chance, though.
Not zippies.
If it's not done, if there's no eggs this year, they're not earning their keep.
Yeah, some changes have to be made if they don't produce.
Because they eat a lot. Because we'll give them this, and then we have to sometimes mix in some other minerals and stuff in with it, and then some dog food or cat food for higher protein. But
yeah,
They're high demanding.
huh?
They're very high demanding birds.
Yes, they are. And they eat a lot.
yeah. No, they're messy eaters too. Dropping it all on the ground. You're drooling, buddy. You're drooling. He is ready for some food.
Yeah, most of it goes in the pan.
Anything that doesn't make it, he will definitely
He'll
take
clean
care
it
of.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with these hot days, he's gotten his water extra nasty too. Because even though he's got that mud hole over there, he's still been getting in this too.
Good thing is though that when you dump it this direction, it goes into the mud
Yeah,
hole.
most of it. But yeah, we'll fill this back up, and then once we get done with everything else, I'll probably go ahead and just fill his mud hole back up
Yeah.
all the way. See if I can go out there with the cows without getting knocked down. But no, for the cows, I'm going to have to build a second feeder for them, and I want it where we can just run it along the fence so we can just dump it over the outside where we don't actually have to go in there with them, because they're just a little too friendly and get a little too rambunctious when you go in with some feed.
Yeah.
They still, nope, they just ate all their hay.
Yeah.
I'll say it. I knew it was getting low yesterday.
Everybody's been going crazy over some hay here lately.
Yep.
Which I mean is good because that's primary and this grain is secondary. So
Abs, you hold this gate for me when I go in, okay?
let's see if he gets trampled or if they leave him alone.
Sometimes she lets them push her around too much, so a lot of times we'll just give her some out away from them. Tubby.
I'll get him.
Well, they're eating together maybe, yeah. Nope,
Oh.
and here comes,
No, nobody will eat together.
yeah.
Yeah, you just have to get your bluff in on this thing because she will go and run anybody off. I guess it's time to dump their water too.
This is what they look like.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, inside that they've got like an all-purpose cow mineral plus a salt block. So they keep that on top of the feed, the hay, and whatever they can scrounge up on grass right now, which is starting to green up and there's starting to be a little bit of stuff pop out. But it's just a false hope for them because it's going to definitely turn off cold again, I'm sure. But I'm going to let these fill up, and I got a new protein tub for them and a protein tub for them. I'll take them out first, and then we'll get the hay for them
Okay.
while the water fills up.
Okay. Gate did nothing all the way.
Okay, so what these are like molasses protein tubs. We've got this one we're putting out with the cows, and we're putting this one in with the donkeys and the horses. This is a 24%, and that's a 16, but this one is actually safe for horses, sheep, goats, all that good stuff. We had one smaller ordered, or that we were going to pick up for the goats, but they were out of stock. So once they get those in, we'll be putting one in with them too. But generally we put these out here in the winter, or whenever maybe in drought or something like that, when grass is not in such great supply, because it just helps them maintain. Not really a necessity, but we just like to give them a little extra to keep them a little happier and healthier. I'm going to flip that so it doesn't try to roll down the hill. Watch out, y'all.
Well, just so happens we do have another tub, so just gonna pull this one out for now, and I guess we'll see if we can fix it eventually.
Yeah, we have a wood top. We were using that one as a table, but it's a good tub because I didn't know this one was bad.
Yeah, I didn't either till I heard water pouring, and I'm like, why does it sound like water's just gushing? And then I look down, and sure enough, right there, right in here somewhere. Or no, right there.
Oh, you can feel it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just a big old split.
Yeah, we'll throw a little Flex Seal on it and call it good.
Yeah, Flex Seal's the best.
I don't know if it'd work for that, but
I mean, we can try.
won't mean I won't try, because that's an expensive tub to just throw away.
Yeah.
So now we'll put this one right here. And then we'll put this one
Over in the corner of
Yeah.
All right, rinsed out, trying this one. Hopefully it works out better. Have a lovely little mud pit over there now.
Yeah.
But couldn't be helped. I mean, it was gonna empty itself one way or the other, so.
I figured they'd be around that tub more than what they are, because usually when you put the first one out of the season, they tear it up.
Yeah.
No, they can get up.
Which the donkeys and all were on that one for a little bit, but now they've gone to the hay too.
Yeah.
Guess they were just ready for some fresh hay. Okay, so we got most of the chores and everything done where everything's ready to go. I still have to fill up feed barrels, but y'all have seen us do that a million times, and it is what it is. So, like I said before, asking, have you ever been fired as a patient by a doctor? And that's what happened. Well, it's a little more than that. We haven't experienced this before, but evidently at Johns Hopkins, they are so specialized that each doctor only does their individual thing. And the neurosurgeon we were seeing about the brain stuff thinks that there's something else causing it, and he wants to rule out everything else before he even thinks about operating.
Yes.
So since they're so specialized, instead of him trying to look at all this other stuff figured out, we now have 3 different physicians up there that we are seeing to figure out the different parts. And so we are going to be flying out tomorrow to head back to Baltimore. Yeah, we learned our lesson after driving the first time. Definitely not worth the drive. No. Plus, on this one, we had a little bit more time to plan, and she's having a procedure done, and I don't know that sitting in the car for 20 hours or so after that would even be feasible. So
yeah,
we decided to fly this time, which it's a little more expensive. Well, a lot more expensive.
Yeah.
But it's still better than driving. So we were able to do it. So that's what we did. So I'll let her explain kind of what's going on, because I don't even know what the thing's called. I can use layman terms. They're going to pretty much do a spinal tap, measure some pressure, and insert some dye.
So I got this call from my doctor after all the MRIs and everything. I got a call. I was at work on a Friday, and she calls me at like 8:30 in the morning. I'm like, okay, well, what's up with this? I thought we were fixing to plan a surgery, fixing to plan another test or something. And she's like, no, we're going to scratch everything that we said. We're not doing that. We've been talking to this interventional radiologist, and they're worried you may still have a spinal fluid leak after lumbar punctures back 10 years ago. And I'm like, okay. So she's like, before we do anything else, we have to check this, because if we fix anything and that leak is still going, that's going to undo everything good that we could possibly do. So she referred me over to this doctor, who apparently is one of the best of the best. So the first step is actually going up there and having a fluoromyelogram. which means they are doing a lumbar puncture and inserting dye into, the spinal canal cord area to light everything up and see if there's any leaks.
And they'll do 3 CAT scans for that, is that right?
Yeah, they do CTs while I'm in there, and they check all that, and they do what's called an opening pressure, I guess, just to see what the baseline pressure is before they start doing anything. And then they're going to go ahead and do a non-targeted patch, which means they don't know for sure that there's a leak, but we're going to try it and see if this helps any.
If there is, supposedly this will travel to wherever it's at and hopefully seal it over and clot it up where it fixes it. But looking at the stuff, it's like a 50-50 chance that it'll work.
Yeah.
But it's the least invasive, and it's something that they can do while they're already doing the other stuff. So figure, hey, why not?
Yeah, and the actual percentages of this one being successful are like 30%. Because it is mostly diagnostic, and that's what they keep stressing, is that this is diagnostic, this is not a treatment right now, although if it helps, great. So I might have I'm probably not going to feel very well for a few days, and I'm probably going to have to lie down flat, and there's a whole lot of precautions for afterwards that we don't know yet. But they did warn me that it could be a tough road for a few days, some weeks, whatever. But that if I get any changes from this at all, even if they're short-lived, then that means that I do have a leak and we may need to look at other options.
The other side of that coin is if it is a leak and it fixes, she's been low pressure for so long. They said that her body's probably producing so much spinal fluid that she's probably going to be experiencing all the symptoms of high pressure initially until her body figures out, hey, we've got enough, we don't have to keep producing. So they did warn that it could get worse before it gets better. If it actually works, it'll just be a different set of symptoms. But that still lets them know that, hey, this worked, or maybe where to start looking at.
Yeah, so that appointment is in actually just a few days now. And I actually have 3 appointments while we're up there. We are going to have to be gone a lot longer than usual.
Yes. Initially, there was just 2.
Yeah.
And then the third one came along, which is the spinal neurosurgeon. And he couldn't see her till the following week. And initially, she wasn't going to take the appointment. But then we talked about it, and staying over 3 extra nights in a hotel is a lot cheaper than a second set of flights up there. I mean, because actually on the hotel we saved some by booking as long as we had to book, because the price per night went down.
Yes.
But plane tickets would have cost well over $1,000 or $1,500.
Yeah. So after the procedure appointment, then I have an appointment 3 days later with the actual interventional radiologist, the specialist guy that I was talking about. And that way, I guess he can look at all the data, look at all the images and everything, and decide, where we need to go from here, and if he needs to intervene more, or if I don't have that as an issue. And then the spine neurosurgeon, who's also in their team, but at one of their other facilities, I guess.
Yeah, they have at least 2 different hospitals there.
Yeah, right there.
Like
close.
just a few miles apart.
Yeah. But he actually specializes in craniocervical instability. So they referred me to him because of the issues I'm having with the instability and feeling like my head's bobbly and going to fall off.
If you ever seen those little things you stab on the dash that the heads bobble as you move? Yeah, that's what she feels like.
Yes.
And so what's
it's weird.
Scary is after we were talking about that and got all that, I guess my Facebook was listening to us.
Yeah.
And a little news article comes up about a woman who had not all the symptoms, but similar symptoms to what she has. And all the doctors kept ignoring her. And finally she went and they did surgery, and the doctor was like, if you would have been in any kind of like forceful like crash or something like that, you could have essentially been internally decapitated.
Yeah.
And so whenever I saw, it makes it scary, because I'm like, what if that's going on here? We don't really know that for sure, but all the signs point to her having similar issues as that. And if she does have instability, then that's always a possibility. And so you're just like, man, this is crazy. And so getting in to see this doctor was a must in, at least in my book, because like I said,
100%.
they felt like the spinal fluid leak is more important because it contributes to that. But after reading that, I'm like, this one is too, because I was like, worst case scenario, we find out what it is. Best case scenario, he's like, yeah, this is really not that bad, nothing to worry about. But my thing is, I at least want to know.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, do we need to be super careful, or is this something that's an emergency, or what's going on? And at least this staying over will at least have peace of mind if it is nothing.
Yeah. And this instability issue, that is brand new after surgery. I mean, it happened immediately after surgery. But a lot of times it happens after Chiari decompression surgery because they have to remove so much bone to make room to be able to put the patch in and do all that. That, I mean, you can just imagine removing bone is going to destabilize an area.
And
so
2 different other neurosurgeons have made comments about how much bone was removed during her surgery. They both made comments about that.
Yeah.
That doctor cut out a lot. And then it makes you wonder, be like, is it still okay? Because nobody's flat out said that this is wrong.
Yeah.
But for them to make comments, it makes me think it's not common, or they're not used to it. And so then, thinking that the other surgeon did mostly babies, I'm wondering if, like, for them, since they're still growing and forming and all that, if you can cut out more because they're going to grow into it, where her head's hopefully as big as it's going to get.
Yeah, I hope.
Because every now and then she swells up a little bit when you give her too much praise and attention. No, I'm just kidding. But that's the thing, is whenever you're doing babies or kids, they're still growing. So if you did cut out a lot, they're going to grow into that, and it would still develop, where hers will not. And so, like I said, I really think that if he would have told us, instead of just saying, I've done hundreds of these, been like, I've done hundreds of these on babies, but not on adults, I think we probably would have got a second opinion first.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and a lot of doctors, when they do the decompression, they do open up that fossa, but then a lot of times they'll do some other procedures while they're in there and kind of stabilize things as they go. But he did not do that either, because I know for sure that I know what he did. I mean, I have his surgical notes, which are not very good, I will say. The fact that he didn't even have a measurement on my cerebellar tonsils, they just said big size.
And the fact that he did not do a brain MRI before cutting you open.
Yeah, which, you can tell a difference, like looking at the MRI images from before and after. You could tell that I had an issue. And you can even tell from the neck MRI that I had issue. But, yeah, it should have been different.
Yes. But now we know that. But sometimes you don't know what you don't know.
That's the truth.
Until you know it.
Yeah.
And the problem is we put a lot of faith in his credentials and things like that. And so now I would say always get a second opinion before you have any type of surgery. Because the thing is, one doctor being wrong, that could happen. 2 doctors, it could still happen, but it's a little less. So, like if one doctor's like, yes, you need the surgery, the other's like, no, then you go get another one, a tiebreaker. Or you just decide on your own. But the thing is he pretty much, he flat out said that there's no way it'll be worse. It'll either be better or the same. Because I asked whenever we were trying to weigh out, because he didn't push that, he's like, I'm willing to do the surgery, and this is the issue, and the fact that nothing else has solved this, this should or is likely to help.
Yeah.
But he made no guarantees, and like I said, it's just. But I did specifically ask, because whenever we were weighing out, because I'm like, because my thing was, if it can't get worse, why not?
Yeah.
If it can only get better, but that's not the truth.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. But here's hoping that maybe we'll find something out, because the thing is, we should know on both counts of the leak and the instability at the end of this visit, this long visit to Baltimore.
Yes.
So I'm really, really hoping that this works out. And like I said, we will know something one way or the other. And one thing that they did say, the PA did stress, was she was like, if you go down these roads and you do everything you need to do with these other doctors and we rule everything out. She said, we're not saying that we're not going to see you and that he's not going to do something, because she said, yes, there is still some crowding in there. She's like, is it bad enough to be causing these symptoms? I don't know, but we need to explore this other first, because like I said, it's not going to fix anything if you don't fix the underlying issue, if there is one.
That is the comforting thing, because like I said, it's
Yes.
a little discouraging thinking you have answers and then you don't.
Yeah.
But it's very comforting knowing that they're actually trying to find the root cause, not just trying to do a quick fix and be done and move on. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's the thing with that. And
we've got a great team. I will say that.
yeah, so far everybody up there has been great and really helpful. And like I said, the fact that they're very specialized and not just a jack of all trades of, hey, let's just jump in and see if we can fix this because we've seen a YouTube video once or twice.
Yeah, and I mean, it's frustrating to have to see so many different people sometimes.
Yes.
But then if you think about the journey that we've been through with all this and people who see literally everything under the sun, I mean, I actually appreciate that more. So,
And they did mention that for the little spinal tap thing, that it's probably not a once and done thing, that this
No.
is probably going to be multiple visits.
yes.
So, on the bright side, I'm saving up on some air miles and some hotel points.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah, which I did use some that I had saved up from a while back to make some of our trip a little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
Wasn't enough to cover a room, but it knocked some money off, which was helpful.
Very much so. So, unfortunately, we are fixing to have to leave the girls for a little while, but they will be with their grandparents and they will be happy and having a good time, and we'll get to talk to them every day, so that's good. And they'll get to take care of the animals. Told them, though, that if there's any babies born while we're gone, they're going to have to film it.
Yes.
Because Rose still is looking really, really large, and Penelope, I just don't know how she can get any bigger than she is. But maybe
Yeah.
they'll hold off.
Hopefully so. But we say that to say this, that the videos may be spaced a little bit farther apart because we were going to try to get some done up ahead of time. But with the holidays and everything else and a couple of disasters and something else that's going on that we can't quite tell you about yet,
Yes.
there just wasn't time to get it done. But that'll all come to light later. And we also planned some little surprises for the girls while we're gone to try to help them get along without missing us as much.
Yeah.
But this video will come out after they find out about that, so it's not that it's a huge secret, but
Yeah.
they basically have a little prize to open up each day we're gone with
Yes.
little activities and stuff like that. So
Yeah, that way they can have something to look forward to and not just be sad the whole time. Because
because they've been dreading this trip just about as much as we have. I mean, we're excited to hopefully find answers, but we hate leaving them. Because like I said, this is the longest we have ever left them before,
yeah, that's the truth.
which is a little weird, but it's what we had to do because for part of her stuff, it's going to be miserable stuck in a hotel room, and I know that they would have been bored out of their mind. And plus, when you take kids, stuff costs a lot more.
That's the truth.
Because we would have had to have planned, I would have had to have planned activities to take them to and stuff to do, plus eating and everything. And so
Yes.
we're just trying to minimize the cost on this trip, especially knowing that we're probably going to be making more trips up there.
Yes.
And so this is what was best. And plus, like I said, they would have just been miserable at the doctor's offices, hospitals, and junk like that. So
Yeah.
they'll be holding down the fort here, and like we said, they're going to film anything exciting that they can while we're gone. Not sure how good the quality will be, but
Hey.
they're going to be in charge of that.
Yeah, they're learning and they're excited to do it. So, hey, I'm all for it.
But that's going to be it for this one. Like I said, we're not sure exactly how we're going to do the trip, but we may be trying a little different format, so you may be getting surprised with some little different videos along the way. Not quite sure how that's going to work out yet or what exactly we're going to do, but just know if things are a little different on our channel for the next little bit, that this is why, and hopefully things will get back to normal soon.
Yeah.
Unless you'll like the new better, and then we'll figure something else out.
Yes.
But that's going to be it for us. We're fixing to go finish things up and get some final things done before we have to head out tomorrow. So
Yep.
we appreciate you watching. Thank you for all your prayers and support, and we'll catch you next time on Grouse Family Farm. Bye.
Bye, guys.